So now the PFC controller is switched on and the loads are off now. Both the loads are off now. As a first step, in order to demonstrate the controller, because this is used to give the demonstration earlier, we're going to reset the parameters of all the parameters of the relay first. So I go to the setup menu. I'll go to this is the password 242. You can come closer. I go to menu 600. So this will reset the relay except the database. Now this will reset the step values and all the other things. Now this is a factory fit brand new relay like any other relay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm starting the relay. Both the loads are switched on now. You can see the power factor is 0.22 now. I'm not going to do any other programming now. We'll wait and see what is the next step, what relay is going to do. You can see the step number 1 is on now and the PF has moved a bit. Step number 2 is on now. 4 is on now. 5 is on now, and look at the power factor now. It's 0.9 capacitive leading. Now the step number 2 is off. Okay, and the power factor is unity or 0.95 inductive. This is the auto commissioning. When I say auto commissioning, without doing any manual programming, I just connected the relay. Remember, the only disclaimer for this, your CT ratio, the CT polarity should be in the correct way. If you don't have the CT polarity in the correct way, this will not work. Then you'll have to go to the programming menu 100. I'll show you that in the next video. Now I'm going to show you what is the automatic programming or the menu 100. We keep saying the menu 100. So you go to the setup menu. See this? Go to the setup menu like this. Setup 100. This is the voltage. This is the 400 volts. So you can change it to 440 or whatever it is your network voltage. CT ratio 1 because it's a factory default one. Let's say I'm changing it to 200/5, which is 40. So I'm changing this to 40. Yeah, this is changed to 40. Now you see this is the most important fellow. AI no. AI means automatic initialization, and I am going to put this into on mode. You can just see now all the steps are off because I'm in the programming mode and both the loads are on. Now AI no, I'm going to change it to yes now. Okay, I'm going to change the AI no to, yes. I can leave it. Now you can see AI display has come on the product. AI display has come on the product. Now what he's going to do is 1 on, 2 on, 3 on, 4 on, 5 on. Still AI is on in the display. He's repeatedly randomly doing the operation because it's a 6-step relay. The other steps he's connecting, but it is not connected. I think it's a 12-step relay. The other 12 steps he's connecting and he's understanding it is not connected. See, he is doing the second round of diagnostics. Same way, whenever it is on, you can see in the display also the same step is on. You can come close to display and see that. Yeah, you can see it now. 8, 9. He's just trying to switch on that, but because he doesn't know today whether the 12 steps is connected or only one step is connected. So now AI is completed. AI is completed. Now you see the power factor is 0.23 inductive. Both the loads are on. Now what he has to do? He has to go and switch on the steps. before he go and switch on the step, remember these steps are on one time. The time interval is 1 minute because it's a factory set. 1 minute is the interval between the same switching. So he'll wait for 1 minute and he will switch on the steps which is required to achieve your target power factor. See this. Step number 2 is on. 4, 5 and 3. And the power factor is unity. The power factor is 1. So this is the AI or automatic initialization of the relay. After this programming, what you have to do, we'll show you in the next video. So AI finished, automatic initialization finished, and the relay stabilized. And this is a good example to show you the delta Q. First I'll show you info. Step number 1 is not detected. It is not detected. Now step number 2 is 4.12 kilowatt. For sure step number 3, 4, 5 is detected. That's why it's on now. Now step number 2 is 4.12 kilowatt. Remember this. Now you come back and see what is the power factor, 0.81 inductive. But what is the target? 0.95. So in order to reach the target 0.95, this system needs 1.49 kilowatt delta Q. Means you need to connect 1.49 kilowatt to reach 0.95. But what we have is 4.12, which is more than double of the need. So he decided not to switch on this and go to capacitive mode. So first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the step number 1. Like I told you, the out. This is the programming menu 100. I'll repeat. 100, enter, voltage, CT, AI, PFC, the target cos phi, the operation, the delay between between the steps. Out is the output of relays. Step number 1 off. I'm going to change it to auto. Guys, auto. Step number 2 is auto, step number 3 is auto, step number 4 is auto, step number 5 is auto. 6 onwards it's off because we don't have a 6th step. So moment I put it on, you can see they switched off step number 2 and switched on step number 1 in order to come close to the target. Earlier it was capacitive, now it is inductive. It's close to the target now. Okay. It's about 0.97 inductive load. Now it's in a full-fledged operation mode. I can just show you. I'm switching off one load. The PF has gone to 0.28 capacitive. Started switching off one step. Changed to 0.51. And he will switch off. He switched on step number 3. 0.99 near to unity. Now within couple of minutes, like he will start probably this is the best combination he found, the step number 5 and step number 1 on, so it's close to unity and he's going to stabilize there. So this is how the relay function. So I switched on the the load number or the motor number 1 again. We've gone back to the inductive. He started switching on step number 4. Now probably step number 3, step number 2, and he'll come back to unity again. So this is the simple programming method. I am not entering any sequence, I'm not entering any kVAR values, I'm not entering anything. Now this is about after the programming. Now after the stabilized, let's say after 1 or 2 days, if I want to see the kVAR value of every step, come close to this. Okay. I go to the info menu. You can see in the top info, enter. This is the number of steps. Step number 1, put OK. This is 1.92 kilowatt. This is blank because this is a derating ratio. This will come only if the relay completes 50 number of operation. The step complete 50 number of operation. 10 times it has switched on since the reset, and it is in the automatic mode. Similarly, I go to step number, let's say 4. This is 4.93 kVAR. It doesn't record any derated value because it has to go through some operation now. 12 times it has switched on from the reset. So this is how you can see actual KVAR. So you can imagine how useful it is in the real life. So this is about the programming and commissioning of the relay, with some corrections need to be done if you don't detect all the steps. So after the AI, it's mandatory that you should go into the menu, go to 100, go to out menu, and identify each and every step which is connected is on or not. If it is not on, if it is not in auto mode, change it to auto mode from off, so that automatically relay will take him in the automatic mode. Okay, that's it. What I did is I just reversed the CT. Now from the scratch I want to do, both the loads are on. I will first go to the reset menu like I did in the first thing. Go to setup, I go to menu 600. For that I need a pin code. All of us know this. What is this? 2, 4 and 2. Menu 600, reset, yes. Now the relay is completely resetted. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, now it is export. Earlier you were seeing without doing anything, it used to connect, it used to do all the activities. Now this is an indication in a normal condition, not with a real export condition. This is an indication to the customer that the CT is reverse. He has two options. Either he can go for the correction of CT, but a smarter choice is go to the automatic initialization, by which this will be automatically corrected. You can see this now. Go to setup, same 100. So CT, because I resetted, I have to do it again. It was 40 if I'm not wrong, just putting a random value. It was 40. What is my target power factor? 0.95. And AI I am putting into S, which is automatic initialization is on now. Same old process. It will start switching on the steps, switching off the step, to understand how much is the connected power to this. Also it will understand the CT polarity. So we'll wait and see what is happening in this. Why I'm every time resetting? Because otherwise the database will be there, because he will remember that step 2 was 2 kVR, step 3 was some kVR. So when I'm clearing it, it is like a factory set product, factory reset product, not set product. So again, AI started. You can see the steps he is switching on. Again, the AI started with 1, 2, 3. Okay, started. Do you see export now? We are coming closer. We don't see export now. Means the automatic correction of the CT is done by the programming, which is the automatic initialization of the PFC relay. Now you can see, as usual, he detected 0.23, which is the original power factor. Now after 1 minute delay from the earlier switch on, he will switch on. See, started already the process. Step 2, 10 seconds between the steps. So 3, 4, and the last one. And as usual, you know the process. I go to setup 100, I go to the out, and you know the first step is off. He didn't detect it because the value is too small. I correct it to auto, and coming back, I'm out from the menu. That's it. The programming is over. So I have shown you 3 criteria. Criteria number 1, the wiring was perfect. I didn't do anything, not even CT ratio. I left it. Number 2, everything was correct, wiring was correct. We did the automatic initialization, and we shown you how to correct it, how to detect all the steps are on or not. Number 3, the relay was showing export, means your S1 S2 was interchanged. and S1 S2 we didn't change any wiring. We went through automatic programming and we have seen the relay has done an automatic correction of it.